We'll start over. Hello, and welcome to Poor Unfortunate Podcast. I'm Caroline Ameti.
And I'm Conor Perkins. This is the Disney podcast for grown-ups where we shoot the shit about Disney the way that you do with your friends. Welcome to all of our listeners. Thank you so much for being here. Please make sure you hit follow or subscribe wherever you're listening to the podcast. This is our bi-weekly mini episode series, Caroline, What's New, where we go through all the latest and greatest in Disney news. This episode is being recorded on Sunday, May 25th. So, Caroline, what is new?
Let's start with the parks. So this week, May 27th, will mark the opening of 2 shows at Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World: The Little Mermaid, A Musical Adventure, and Villains: Unfairly Ever After. So you can see some quick previews of the musical numbers from these shows online, and the buzz is really building for both of them, and I think they both look really outstanding.
Yeah, the Little Mermaid show, the little under the sea moment.
Oh,
I'm
I loved
like,
it.
oh my gosh. Such a fantastic homage to the original Voyage of the Little Mermaid, but like elevated.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, and the actress singing Ariel sounded beautiful. Jodie Benson actually visited the Little Mermaid show and it made her cry, so you know it's going to be good. Little Mermaid will offer Lightning Lane, and performances will run each day from 9:15 a.m., bless those performers, until 7:15 p.m. each day. Unfairly Ever After will offer 15 performances a day. Each show is about 20 minutes each. Whoo-wee! And the show will star Maleficent, Cruella, and Captain Hook as live performers, along with other non-live villain appearances via screens, is what it seems like. So very excited to see more of that. And honestly, congratulations to those 2 casts opening these 2 very exciting shows.
We love a show.
We love a show. Also in Hollywood Studios, Mama Melrose's has permanently closed, and Pizza Rizzo is not far behind, with its closure approaching on June 8th, all, of course, leading to the full closure of the Muppet Courtyard to make way for the Monsters, Inc. themed land. And I forget if we have a closing date for Muppet Vision. I think we do, but it's coming up. It's in its last month. Yeah. Oh, it's tough. Let's hop over to Disneyland because the 70th anniversary celebration has begun, so there is a lot going on. So World of Color 1 in Disneyland, California Adventure, is now World of Color Happiness. And like, I love it, with an exclamation point, which I'm obsessed with. So some changes to this from the previous World of Color. The Muppets host the pre-show, which I love. So I love that we're getting some Muppets. Yeah. And the spectacular itself will feature a Goofy movie, Tangled, Moana, and Encanto, The Incredibles, and more. The characters from both Inside Out films will be featured, and guests will have the ability, I don't know how this will work, but it's very cool, to vote for a featured emotion before each show.
Ooh.
I thought joy would be leading the show, considering it's called happiness, but hey, now you can vote for sadness and see how that goes. So this show will play at 9 p.m. and 10:15 p.m. each evening in California Adventure.
Okay, we'll just have to go.
We'll have to. I think it's the thing that we're building to next. I have a feeling. And Paint the Night has officially returned to Disneyland, another part of the 70th anniversary celebration. The nighttime parade will have performances at 8:45 p.m. and 10:45 p.m. each evening. A new Celebrate Happy cavalcade. I just love this happy theme that's happening with the 70th anniversary.
Very happy.
So happy. The Celebrate Happy cavalcade will take place at 1:30 p.m. and 2:45 p.m. in Disneyland each day. It will star Mickey and friends in their 70th anniversary costumes, alongside Max, Disney princesses, heroes, Duffy, and Shelley May. So I'm very excited for Duffy and Shelley May getting their moment. Go Duffy.
All right, let's talk about some stuff happening in Disney Plus. Things that are now available. Really, what I wanted to call out is, for me, the news that I thought was important, which is season 2 of 9 Perfect Strangers, starring Nicole Kidman, is now airing on Hulu. Ooh. This 8-episode new season takes place in the Austrian Alps and features a cast of 9 new strangers, including Christine Baranski, Henry Golding, Annie Murphy, Murray Bartlett, and Mark Strong, among others. So It's a stacked cast, and it's honestly giving a little bit of
White
White
Lotus.
Lotus vibes. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, the first season was giving me White Lotus. The first season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Though I think Nine Perfect Strangers, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that came out before White Lotus
I
did.
think you
Because
might
it's
be
also based
right.
on the Leanne Moriarty book,
I
who wrote Big Little Lies.
forgot. Right,
So it
right.
was supposed to just be one season, just like one
Uh-huh.
limited series, but then it was, I guess, successful, and so they
Yeah.
kept going.
I watched it, I'll tell you that.
I watched it. I didn't love it, but
Yeah.
it was fine.
I will watch you told me about that cast. I will watch the second
This
season.
cat,
Yeah,
it's
the
this
cast is
cast.
great.
This cast is gonna is selling me on it. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Things that are announced coming soon this week on Wednesday, May 28th, Captain America Brave New World will be available for streaming on Disney Plus. And then later in June, on June 20th, the anxiously anticipated pro shot from the West End of Frozen, the hit Broadway musical starring
Yes.
Samantha Barks, will be released on Disney Plus. Finally, I cannot wait for this.
I'm so excited.
We also got the trailer for the new Marvel series Ironheart. The first 3 episodes in this series will hit Disney Plus on Tuesday, June 24th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. The official description from Disney is set after the events of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Marvel Television's Ironheart pits technology against magic when Riri Williams, a young genius inventor determined to make her mark on the world, returns to her hometown of Chicago. Her unique take on building iron suits is brilliant, but in pursuit of her ambitions, she finds herself wrapped up with the mysterious yet charming Parker Robbins, aka the Hood. And this features Anthony Ramos as Parker Robbins. And
Oh.
also for Drag Race fans, Shea Coulee, she's going to be in this series as well.
Oh, I had no idea.
And then for some stuff that's coming on a little further out than all of this, we got the announcement that the second season of Percy Jackson and the Olympians will be coming to Disney Plus this December. And then it was announced today, actually, that the popular kids' TV program Coco Melon will be moving away from Netflix to Disney Plus starting January 2027. Apparently, Netflix opted not to renew the show. It was a powerhouse title for them for a very long time, but then they said like their numbers were starting to decrease. And then it's no coincidence that Netflix just picked up Sesame Street, and then Disney has grabbed Coco Melon.
Wow.
But Disney's going to corner the market on kids programming because right now with Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Bluey, the Spider-Man show, the Amazing Spider-Man Kids Friends, whatever, and then Coco Melon, like
oh my
the market's on lock.
Oh, that's so funny.
And Coco Melon was consistently one of the top streamed titles on Netflix for a very long time.
That's incredible.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's talk Disney films. So now available, Thunderbolts remains in the top 5 in the box office at number 4, now grossing a total of $171 million domestically and $353 million globally after week 4 of its release. It seems, though, that the small boost that they received in the rebrand marketing campaign is fading out a bit, which is kind of unfortunate. But the biggest news in movies right now is the live-action adaptation of Lilo and Stitch, which has defied projections and set a new blockbuster record for the largest Memorial Day weekend opening ever, overtaking previous record holder Top Gun Maverick.
Wow.
According to Variety, it has pulled in domestically around $145.5 million in its opening weekend and an estimated $183 million through Monday. Internationally, it has made $158.7 million for a global start of $341.7 million. And that means it opened as the number 3 debut of a Disney live-action film behind The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. And that in 4 days, it made more than the entire box office run of Snow White. Yeah. With a budget of $100 million and a marketing budget of around $100 million, Lilo and Stitch has already broken even. And with an A Cinema Score rating, it's just going to keep raking in the cash.
Oh my gosh.
So far, Bob Iger is right with his box office lineup predictions.
Right.
So we'll just have to keep an eye on everything as it pans out for the rest of the summer. But
Wow.
It's dominating. I haven't seen it
didn't
yet, but you
expect
saw
that.
it.
I did see it. We'll talk about that in a sec. But it's interesting because it's like, I feel like our generation is attached to it because it came out when we were kids. But I guess it's also that it's Memorial Day weekend and there aren't a ton of other kids movies out right now.
It's the kid movie right now.
Interesting.
And in some ways, a lot of people, it was kind of it's not quite Barbenheimer, but there's a new Mission Impossible movie out this weekend as well. And the two of them are dominating the box office and bringing a lot of people. Overall, this whole weekend is the most successful weekend of Memorial Day history. So
wow,
it really pulled in like Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible really pulled in a lot of moviegoers to then also see Thunderbolts and Sinners, which is number 5. Which I mean, I'm seeing that tomorrow.
Oh my God! Wait, maybe I should go see that tomorrow too. Ooh, yeah.
So yeah, lots of great stuff. This is a really, really good bellwether for the summer stretch, which is the stretch of time which is most profitable for the movies. And last year, Memorial Day weekend was a very rough start and sort of predicted a very rough summer. And this strong start is indicating a lot of excitement for the movies coming out this summer. So
yay.
It's exciting. The movies.
Go to the movies.
And stuff that's announced coming soon, really what I'm going to talk about here. We got the teaser trailer for Zootopia 2, and as you would expect from Disney, it tells us very little about what to expect in the movie other than the fact that it's going to be a good-ass time. We see glimpses of Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps teaming up with the new pit viper, Gary DeSnake, as they go undercover to crack the case on a new mystery. Disney Animation Chief Creative Officer and Director Jared Bush, who also wrote the script, says a larger world is in store for fans. And he says, quote, "We are beyond excited to welcome everyone back to the outrageous, expansive animal metropolis of Zootopia and take audiences on a hilarious wild ride into parts of the city we've never visited before. Whether it's the marshes of semi-aquatic mammals, the vast desert dunes, or even greater mysteries beyond, our heroes, Judy and Nick, will meet a lot of new friends and discover even more about the world themselves and a brand new snake in town," end quote. And then according to director Byron Howard, quote, "The trailer features the original song Zootoo by Zootopia's finest lemming techno group, Lemmings. Fresh from touring with superstar Gazelle as her opening act, members Hans-Peter, Gunther, Spielt, and their DJ Spaß created the song to mark the occasion and welcome the world back to the city of Zootopia," end quote. Have you watched the teaser for it?
I clearly need to.
You need to watch, like, it's
crying.
like a full
it's ridiculous.
bop moment.
I love it.
It's ridiculous, but there's lore behind it. And I'm like, okay, that's how we know this movie is going to be fantastic.
And thank you for following up Gazelle with something so great like this.
Right? Well, Gazelle's also going to be back.
Wow.
Shakira is back as Gazelle in this film. But you also know that it's going to be good because of the way that they're handling Zootopia 2. So it's like Zootopia, the original logo, and then Gary DeSnake's body makes the two behind it. And I'm like, that's fantastic.
Oh my God. I'm ready for Gary DeSnake to become my new obsession.
Ki-Hai Kwan.
All right. And to wrap it up with our miscellaneous news, Paper Mill Playhouse in Millburn, New Jersey, where Newsies had its premiere among many other hit shows, will open its production of The Little Mermaid this week on May 29th. We will be there to give you the scoop and cover the production. So excited about that. The theater will also feature Frozen in its 2025-2026 season, and that's going to open in November. So if you're going to be in the tri-state area closer to the holidays, you can plan for that. But if you're here in the summer, Little Mermaid will run through June 29th. Also, you'll be listening to this if you listen to it the day it comes out on a long holiday weekend. If you're going to the mall and looking for some Disney stuff, Old Navy just put out a little Disney collection. It's very patriotic, Mickey focused in terms of the adult stuff. I saw some, I think, very cute, like Little Mermaid, like sandals for kids and stuff. But the adult stuff looks very like patriotic Mickey. So that's not 100% my vibe. So I might pass on that. But there's that for you. It's very American
very
flag
patriotic
heavy
at the moment.
And Aldo, I feel like is always kind of turning out some sort of Disney shoe bag collection. And they have some stuff right now too. So you can take a look at that if you're at the mall. Epic Universe officially opened to the public at Universal Studios in Florida on May 22nd. I was hearing something about a 5-hour standby line for the Battle at the Ministry attraction. And I am just sending good luck to those of you who are going to venture there this summer because I think it'll be crowded. But I think the Ministry was attracting all of the crowds because it seems pretty accessible to go on a lot of the other attractions.
Yes, and actually right now I've been seeing that the park is pretty empty. There have been a lot of like reservations. Everything has been pretty much walk on right now.
Interesting.
And I think it's because like reservations for the park have been booked up. So people have been saying that if you're there now, staying in a Universal hotel or something, just go to your guest relations and talk to them. And they've been able to get people into the park. And like wait times have been like 35 minutes tops for like Battle of the Ministry.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't
Something
either.
strange is happening.
Something strange is happening because I think people also expected Walt Disney World numbers to be lower because people are going to Epic Universe. And from what I've heard, Walt Disney World is as crowded as ever for Memorial Day weekend. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But
Misery.
If any of y'all go down there this summer, please give us the report. We would love to hear about it. And finally, I just got back from my Disney cruise, y'all, on the Wish 2 days ago. I'm sad about it. I can't really talk about it. I'm in denial. But we are going to talk all about it during our next tips and tricks episode. So obviously we have a showdown coming up for you next that I think y'all are absolutely going to love. But when we get to tips and tricks, I will share everything I enjoyed. I learned so much. I have a lot of good tips for y'all, and I just can't wait to like geek out about it. I've kind of been like holding back on like telling Conor every single detail because like I have some like fun little funny stories and like things, and like hopefully we'll be able to share a lot of pictures and videos with y'all too. So that'll be in our next tips and tricks episode, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. I had the best time. Spoiler alert.
I'm jealous. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. Please make sure you hit follow or subscribe wherever you're listening to the podcast. Make sure that you follow us on social media. We are at Poor Unfortunate Podcast all over the place. And then we will be back next Monday with our showdown episode. So until then,
Beluga Savruga.